Hello everyone, welcome to Happy Science Sunday Seminar. I'm Bobby Mai, Minister of Happy Science. Today's subject is the secrets of successful life, based upon this book, The Laws of Success. I would like to raise an important topic. Previously, I spoke of the importance of smile, but there are times when a smile alone is insufficient. Words are also important. In difficult times, when they feel sad, people tend to use pessimistic words. The words come out without you even meaning to say them. But you must be careful here because this represents a major pitfall. A smile alone, a face, while words adorn the character of a person. People who always speak pessimistically will create a subtle atmosphere around them that will keep others away. Others feel that if they come into contact with these people, they will become unhappy. So they stay away. This results in the pessimists becoming even more pessimistic and causing others to avoid them all the more. For this reason, it is important to make the effort to spread the minimum of time dwelling on unhappiness, while concentrating on happiness as much as possible. So, what is needed to achieve this? When you experience hard times or going through a painful phase in your life, do not give in to complaint. Rather, remain silent about things that there is no point in talking about anymore. This is very time to look for something to be happy about. Some lucky event. If you succeed in finding something, this is what you should talk about. If something unpleasant happens when you leave the house in the morning, and that is all you talk about all day, it will become a minus in your life and in the lives of those around you instead. If something wonderful happens during the course of the day, talk of this. By doing so, you will find that you feel somewhat better yourself. And the people who hear happy news become even happier. Another negative effect of pessimistic speech is that you hear yourself speaking in this way as you speak the words of doom and hear them. These words become engraved in your heart. Once heard, these words have been voiced. They travel around the world. In this form of thought energy, after speaking them out loud, the words remain in the hearts of others, like the claws of a crow. For all the above reasons, you should not speak pessimistic words. The reason I say this is for the sake of love. It is out of love for others and true love for yourself. If you cherish yourself in the true sense of the word, If you truly want to value yourself, if you really love yourself, then do not soil yourself with pessimistic or negative speech. Rather, when you are sad or suffering, it becomes all the more important to use strong positive words, and in doing so, to cut away dark emotion in a single stroke. This is one of the most important techniques for achieving success in the life. Successful people always speak positively. Their words are always constructive, and they always talk brightly. The reason is that words have the power to draw a person forward. A carriage moves because a horse pulls it, and in much the same way, words can pull people's lives forward. By words, people are driven either to happiness or unhappiness. Since this is the case, use words so that they provide more effective propulsion in your life. If you use positive words, it's like adding a second horse to a one-horse carriage. Another wonderful word, and it will become a three-horse carriage. Another, and you will have a four-horses team. In this way, you can keep increasing the power that drives your life. If you have succeeded in saying at least one wonderful word, you can tell yourself that you have developed a greater power. You have added another horse to the harnesses, and your carriage will be able to travel that much faster, that much more powerfully. This is allowing you to carry more people, to take their loads for them. It is important to be aware that words act in this way, like a carriage horse, and have the strength to help you on your way. Speaking pessimistically will have the same effects as trying a horse to the rear of the carriage and encouraging it pull in the opposite direction, so that no matter how hard you push your team, the carriage will find it difficult to reach its destination. This is something always worth remembering. In order to speak positive words, first, recognize yourself positively. We are a child of God, have same divine nature as God. Now, let us watch Master Aoka's lecture. Show your true strength lying dormant in you.
Master Ryuho Kawa's lecture. Show your true strength lying dormant in you. Some of you who tend to underestimate your ability, humiliate, and deprecate yourself need to be aware that you are all children of God. You must try hard to show your true strength. Otherwise, you will remain a coward. Don't make excuses like, I have low status in society, my family is poor, my standing in the company is low, our company president has no enthusiasm. That shouldn't be the reason why you don't have to do anything. It is very cowardly. Even if your standing is low, you are a child of God, who has God's nature within. then you must know that you have things to accomplish in this life as a child of God. While people at the top need humility, people at a lower level are required to have courage and self-confidence, which should be pursued by themselves. You have to keep building up your own self-confidence. Confidence is acquired through self-discipline. But basically it depends on whether you truly believe that you are a child of God. When you strongly believe that you are a child of God, the path will surely open up for you. Always making excuses such as, "I can't do anything as the path is blocked before me," merely proves that you are an ordinary person. It may not be someone else nor your environment that blocks your path. It may not be your boss's fault, but simply you haven't been awakened to your own mission and did not try hard enough to pave your path. It is very important to know this. If you are willing to sacrifice yourself, you can do anything. If you would give your life for something, you can open any path. A huge amount of power is lying dormant within you. You must have 100 times more strength in you. Don't wait for instructions from someone. Don't make excuses for things that are blocking you, but keep on thinking merely on the things that you can do now. Then you can accomplish 100 times more things as you do now. It is important to remove self-restrictions on yourself. Have strong faith. You must know that faith in itself is a kind of strength. If your faith is strong, you will experience a different phenomenon. The world around you will change in proportion to the strength of your faith. Strong faith serves as a magnet and affects people around you to change themselves. If you don't understand the situation on your own, put yourself in the other person's shoe. Can people really laugh at or harm someone who are serious about their faith in God or Buddha? Even someone without faith dare not do so. Don't think that the present situation is determined by your environment, but believe that your environment will change, depending upon the way you think and believe. It is important to understand this.
How was Master Oka's lecture? If you can find a positive self and believe that is your true self, you can restore your confidence and speak positive words. Important thing is to focus on the positive side of your life. Even life seems to be trouble or suffering, you can make it positive when you got lesson from there. Now let us practice focusing on positive by meditation. Please recall your happy moment instead of suffering or problems. We will practice meditation of happiness guided by Master Oka. Let us begin.
Well then, we will now begin our happiness meditation. There will be no divisions by life period this time. I would like you to find a moment in which you felt powerfully happy. or to find a moment of joy that you have overlooked. Cast your eyes all along the flowing river. I bet that no one noticed if a clean spring is gurgling up from the river bottom. You'd always wondered where the water in the river had flowed from. But in truth, the water arises from the bottom of the river. We don't know if it comes from outside, but we do know that it's flowing into the river. In this way, in your own life, there have undoubtedly been words and actions offered to you in support. I want you not to lose sight of this. I want you to know them as the joys of your soul. This is the object. So then, again, regulate your breathing. Stretch out your backs. Control your respiration and lightly close your eyes. Look back on your past and recall each moment of joy. And if you find someone whom you owe them a debt of gratitude, then within your heart say thank you to them now. Please begin. All right, please stop. Positive thinking seems to be very different from self-reflection. You will see that meditating on positive thinking turns out to be not so different from self-reflection after all. We've been doing happiness meditation, but there are so many of you crying. Strangely enough, you were supposed to have been happy, yet you're crying. I think it's proof that from whichever angle you attack it, you would eventually wind up at the same place.
How was your meditation? Could you find a moment of happiness? You must be realized that life is full of happy moments. However, looking around the world, we are facing to full of suffering, setbacks, and negative words. We know positive thinking is important, but it is opposite in the world now. For example, how do you think about the corona pandemics? All the media are streaming negative images and fear. We have to fight against the fear with a positive mind and attitude, like President Trump. The truth is that coronavirus originated from China, artificially created as a bioweapon. Now is the time to unify US under the name of God. In this chaotic era, only the hope and happiness is to have the Savior on earth. Master Oka, Lord Alcantara, is preaching true happiness and fighting against the communism, wrong philosophy, which doesn't believe in God. We know that hope is on the earth now, and the time to convey the truth. Now let's get together and spread the light in the world. This is the happiest moment of encountering the Savior. Look forward to seeing you next week. Salam.